Hello everybody, my name is Kai Kuikkaniemi. I come from Helsinki Institute for Information Technology, and I'm also a member in the Open Knowledge Finland. I'm sort of running the MyData working group there. MyData is the sort of concept that we use for promoting this human-centric way of organizing personal data. This question of today, like who owns the data and who owns particularly the personal data, our answer is nobody. It's really, in our perspective, is the wrong question. The ownership is too complex concept to really analyze in the context of data and personal data, so we always talk more about access, control, and rights. So we don't really acknowledge the ownership when it comes to data. But so then it's better to ask who can access and control my data. And of course, the question should be that you should be able to access and control your data, and that's really not the case. Like most of the data that is called, where I'm the data subject, I have very strange means to access it. Often I may be able to ask an information request, and then I get a printed out copies of the data some weeks or some months perhaps later, which is totally useless for me. And overall controlling where it flows, no, usually we don't have any control. So the question already asked and answered and contemplated by earlier speakers. So this idea about that how can we build different kind of control mechanisms for personal data is very relevant, and we have been really looking into it and building this framework, what we called MyData. So personal data is everywhere. I just want to remind you, most of you, of course, understand this, but it's very important to acknowledge that it's practically all sectors are generating personal data at the moment, and it's very big part of the digital revolution in each of these domains. The services are translating into digital, whether they are mobility, whether they are energy. It is. In our cases, for example, the health domain is clearly the biggest area, or perceived as the biggest area for new personal data-based applications, and many companies perceive that there is a lot of financial opportunities over there, or new business opportunities. So it's not really about the web services or web usage, but it's the whole domain. But what is also very important is to understand how the data flows between these different sectors. So many of the new interesting applications and the big potential about perceiving data as an oil comes from when the data can be connected between different sectors. So the solutions that are sector dependent are not necessarily the optimal way of going forward. Really going forward, so most of us understand it, but it's been widely now recognized that the personal data is really the gigantic economic asset class. The World Economic Forum has this report saying that, okay, this is really the core driver in the future economy, and in that notion, when we are talking about privacy, and then on the other hand, there is a World Economic Forum saying that this is the big economic asset class, and all the businesses should be looking into this. That is really the big challenge. So how can we figure out some progressive means where you combine the privacy concerns and privacy issues, and then these huge economic opportunities? So can we build some kind of progressive solution over here? And this is very much where we are in Helsinki at the moment. So MyData principles. MyData is a concept. It's a sort of ideology. It is also a concept on how the data should be opened, but it's also approach on how to make the data management, the privacy, so personal data, human-centric personal data management, a sort of infrastructure level thing, not an application or such single service, but really a sort of core fundamental infrastructure for the whole digital part of the society. So the human-centric principles of MyData, that we should have the right to our own data. This comes actually now rather effectively in the future EU General Data Protection Regulation, that these rights to have access to own data are emphasized. But then we should have also control to that, and not only such superficial control, but really practical control. The databases should be not like they are at the moment, that when you are trying to access data, you send some kind of information request, but you should really have machine-readable, standardized APIs with, and the data should be somehow in open formats with real sort of real structures. But then when we talk about the sort of what kind of tools, what kind of system we need to build for this, our solution is not that technical. We have been looking into blockchain, we have been looking into user-managed access, UMA protocols, and so on. But one of the fundamental approaches here in our approach is interoperability. That there needs to be services like access control or privacy as a service type of thing. So different companies providing these services for individuals, but so that we are not locked into this single vendor. But there's interoperability between these service providers, and the trust comes there that, okay, if I don't like this organization for one reason or another, I don't trust their policies, I don't trust their capabilities to protect my data, then I can change with little overhead. And we believe that this is the fundamental approach on how to make really the whole system of managing personal data trustworthy and sustainable in the long run. And what comes out there, so perceiving individual, it is very common when businesses, for example, operate with data that they perceive individuals as a correlation point. They gather data from different sources, and then they infer things, as we heard, for example, from the previous presentation. But then when we should place also the human as a control point who manages the flow of information, and this way also directs what kind of new services are created. At the moment, we have the economic means, so sort of in the consumption economy, that I sort of direct the development of different services by paying money for these services. I pay for a good service, but I can also influence on new service generation by directing the flows of information. And overall, like when we are trying to figure out new ways of organizing personal data and data in general, placing human in the center can create a systemic simplification, which is one of the central aspects in our approach. So what we are proposing is really a sort of operator model. So there's a personal data operators that are hosting accounts, so we have all accounts. Not necessarily all the data should be there, perhaps not even any data, but what is important that the control is there, and the control comes through consents. So in this one single account, you would be hosting different consents from various different data sources and also different data users, so things for the data. How is this in compared to other solutions? So at the moment, we are very much, especially in the online world, we are in this API ecosystem where different connections are drawn between data sources and data usage. And it's already a very good thing, and we want to promote this. But in practice, it's not very comprehensive for individuals. It's very hard to manage where the data is flowing and where it's going after that. The aggregator model might make things simple, but it's very risky for the future development and for the privacy issues and whatever. You have very big locking if there's a single aggregator which is sort of managing the data and controlling the data flows. This is an approach taken by some nations, that they are building this kind of universal service hubs that are trying to be the central proxies. But in the My Data approach, the idea is that every individual have their own personal data accounts, which can be hosted by different operators, but they are interoperable. Like I mentioned, the core function of this My Data account would be that there's the consent management, but there might be also other different kind of applications that can be built on top of that. For example, the personal data storage, but also PRM-like type of systems where you do profile and intention modeling. So where we are at the moment with this thing, we have a couple of big, large national projects where we are pushing this model forward. We have plans that we will roll out the first proof of concepts of this model in the end of this year. The one project in healthcare domain, the other one is knowledge work. The My Data concept is not anymore a research thing, but it's been recognized by the publics, like officials all over Finland. We have the not only research arm, but this open knowledge sort of activist arm, which has been pushing this thing. And for example, a couple of political parties have been acknowledging My Data as a concept. They are saying open data, big data, and My Data. These are the three building blocks for the future of Finnish digitalization. So this is nice. It's really perceived widely. The future EU legislation will change the picture also, that they will push the attitude towards My Data approach type of thing. And we have actually already now been launching this My Data Operator Alliance, so we have been able to attract two biggest mobile operators, banks, and a retail chain in Finland to start contemplating this interoperability model for hosting My Data accounts. But so this is what we are doing. We are doing it openly. We are very much looking for collaboration. So any of you, if you are interested in anything like this, so please come to talk with us. There's a couple of my colleagues here also, so we are very much looking for more collaboration. Thank you.